Alright, so this is a first video that I'm making for replacement of the headlights to a 2004 Nissan Pathfinder. As you can see, it's really dull. I'm not going to hopefully make this into a long video, but maybe it'll help somebody out to how to remove and replace the light in minimal time. So, alright, to get started, you got to take off the grill. All you gotta do is, if you have a long flathead screwdriver like this, put it in the hole right there and just turn it a little bit to the left, and it should pop right out. Once you get the whole grill out, set it aside wherever you want to set it. Then you need to remove a bolt here, a bolt there. There's one behind this. When you remove this, you're going to remove actually this light first. There's two bolts up there, and there's a bolt behind it. And then this, to remove this piece, and it should slide right out. So let's see how long it actually takes me to do it here. These are all using 10mm sockets. Another thing that you guys can notice is how dull the headlight is compared to this new one that we're going to install. Look at the difference. Huge difference. So that's also, it's a safety thing as well, because then you'll be able to see better when driving at night. Your vision will be impaired. So this little light is a little tricky sometimes to get out, because there's a pin where it goes in right here behind it. You want to be careful not to bust the light, but at the same time put a pry bar to pop it out. There you go. Pops out. Just lay it to the side. That's the pin I was talking about. Here's the next bolt and the other two bolts, and pretty much there's one more bolt behind this that you guys will see here in just a sec. Right. Again, this is on a 2004 Nissan Pathfinder. This is a real simple job. It's not that difficult. Basic tools will get it done for you. Alright, so this piece should now just slide to the side to come out. Tricky sometimes. Very tricky. I already did the other side and it wasn't this hard. It would pop right off. Alright, this one's stuck. Alright, let me pause this for a little bit. Okay, so like I was telling you guys, it is a little tricky. But it did pop out. You have to lift this little section here. You hear like a little tiny pop, and then it slides out this way. That's the way it's designed. It just slides in. Now the new headlight doesn't bring these, so you have to remove these from this headlight. So you can reinstall that little trim piece that covers the bumper. So like I said, there's one more screw. It's located back here. Not a super long extension, but it does the job. Be careful you don't lose the bolt as you're taking it out. Or not bolt, the little nut, the little 10 millimeter nut. There you go. Okay, next step, disconnect the headlight bolt. Comes out, there's your bulb, there's your whole light assembly. Set that to the side. I'm going to pause it for a second. I just want to clean this up. It is a little dirty, so I'm just going to clean it up real quick. Okay, so I've cleaned out the clip. Now we're basically it's reverse procedure to install everything back again. Putting on this nut, that little 10 millimeter nut, gets a little tricky. So if you don't have a socket that has a magnet, obviously it'll just fall off, and you gotta be careful. So a little trick that I have is you take a little piece of paper, and what it does is you stick it in the socket, and then it gives you enough pressure. So now it'll be actually stuck on the socket as you're putting it in. Give me a second here. So now it works like a magnet. Okay, so let's bring the new headlight. Leave the wrapping is my recommendation. You leave the wrapping on as much as you can, you know, till the last minute to take off. Just move it out of the way so it doesn't get in the way. Like I told you, we still need to get the clips off of the other headlight for the trim piece, and they just squeeze and should squeeze and come right off. There you go. Yeah. Come on. There you go. You need that one and this one. So it helps if you squeeze that little back piece of it. It should pop right onto the new one, like so. And turn these so that these are pointing down. If you can see that, I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but that's the way they come off when you slide the clip on. All right, so make sure you install the pigtail to the light bulb, headlight bulb. So. Okay. And go over here, insert these two. And again, you got the one on the bottom that needs to go on. So you gotta look through there so you can see what you're doing. And then the one up here. There, everything's back in. Alright, make sure these are nice and squared like so. Now this headlight that I purchased came from one of the eBay sellers. Decent deal compared to what a brand new one from Nissan would cost you. Brings these little put new bolts and everything, or new nuts, 10mm nuts. Comes with that. Might as well just use those. I used the old one on the bottom, but at this point, or I'm gonna use a new one. I'm sorry, on the bottom. Where's my socket? So. Alright, there you go. There's my magnets. One important piece is try not to cross thread the socket. Try to get it started by hand. Once you do, then you can and this doesn't have to be super tight. You just want to make sure it's snug. There you go. Alright, so tighten all the other ones. Also, before you put everything together, I should mention, test the light, make sure it works. Alright, that's low beams. And high beams. Okay. Alright, so now we got the trim piece here that we need to reinstall. Here's a screw for it, the bolt for it. This is how tricky it is to get on now. A little pain of a butt to take it off. Try something different here. Try taking these off. This side seems to be more tricky. Take them off and install them, and then I think that's going to work out better. There we go. I bet you this works a lot better. Yep, there you go. Learn something new. Sometimes it's about working smarter, not harder. And this is the Same procedure that you'll use on the opposite side. So this is the left side of the car. Obviously, for the right side headlight, you would use the same procedure. Okay, so now we're going to install this back. Make sure it goes there. Pops right in. No issues. Final bolt on top. Remember, everything's snug. And there you go. Headlights are done. Now, we're going to reinstall the grille. Some things out of the way here. Again, it was simple to take off the grille. It's simple to put on the grille. At least this is the way I do it. I take these out, put them on here, squeeze it, and it'll line up. You can see that they're turned, they're not perfectly straight. Just take this square part in the hole, turn it, and it goes in. Same thing for this one. Two sides. And there's only a total of 4 of these. That's all that holds on the grille. There you go. That's all you need to do, and then just push it back into the hole. Now remember, now I take out the plastic wrapper here, the protector for the headlights. Once you get it lined up, like that, snug. And there you go. Brand new headlights. Pretty good, pretty easy. Anybody can do it with the basic tools. Like I said, I do hope this video helps somebody out. The tricky parts are, like I mentioned down here, to take out that plastic cover, because there's that bolt that's behind that cover that you have to remove the plastic bumper cover there before you can get to it. Again, thanks for watching.